down here at the beach. What a beautiful, beautiful day. A little bit overcast and whatever here, but just so beautiful to walk down here by the ocean. And here with a set of rocks, so which is quite interesting just how they form themselves here. Beautiful, beautiful set of rocks. And I was just listening to a channeling by Cryon, and it talks about your innate knowing. And we all have that innateness within us that just knows things, you know. And it reminded me for myself, there's just so many things that I innately know within myself, things that are coming in the future, things that I know are going to happen for me and for others around this world, this planet. And we need to connect with that innate knowing of ourselves. It's something that we just know within ourselves. We need to actually connect to that, because we tend to worry and wonder about a whole lot of things and what's going to happen and what's going on in the world, and there's so many negative things that we can focus on. But if we just go inwardly and we look at that innate knowing within ourselves, and we all have it, we all have those times where we just have things that we just know. We know those things, and there's so many things within me that I innately know. I've had a lot of prophecies about things that will come in the future, and some of those have already come to pass, and some of those things are about me as well. And I've just had to go inwards today and just go into that innate knowing of mine and remind myself of those things that I know about. And it's the same with you guys as well. Just go within and just know those things within you. When you get that feeling and you know within yourself, there's certain things that you know about your future, things that are coming to you, things that you know that are not going to come to you, things that you need to let go of. And just go inwards into that innate feeling within yourself, and that knowing within your heart of those things that are right for you. And just sit there quietly in that space, as I'm going to do now when I'm finished. I've had this this channeling that I've listened to earlier today, and it's just reminded me to go and sit quietly in nature, in this beautiful, beautiful ocean. As I stand here and I just see the waves, they just keep coming. They just never stop, you know. This motion is here the whole time. The tide doesn't have to think about whether it's going to come in and go out. It's an innate knowing in the energetic field of the earth that this is part of it. The tides come and the tides go. We've had some rain here, so this water is a little bit dirty, and it's washed away a lot of the brownness and into the water. But it cleanses itself, and it's a process, and it goes through that cleansing. We need to do that ourselves. The moment this ocean is I say, is a little bit dirty and whatever, and that's okay. And we'll go through a cleansing process as this ocean was here. And I see Kate's come online, and I see that you guys had like 100 mils of rain up there your way, which is just awesome. Kind of so glad to hear that for you. I know that your horses will be glad when the sun comes out and the grass starts to grow. And in the same way for us, sometimes we have those storms and the water comes down and it's cold and it's wet and it's miserable, and we wonder how we're going to get through it. And then after a while, the sun comes out and the grass grows. The grass becomes greener under our feet, and we're in greener pastures. Just remember that those things will come to us. The storms are part of the change that we need, that happen to us in this world of ours. You know? The storms are part of it. The cloudy skies that are around today are part of it. We're in New Zealand here, we're in lockdown at the moment. There's all those fears and anxieties that can go around, you know, all those things about the lockdown and the virus and things that can happen. We can get ourselves in that mindset very easily, to sit in that mindset. Or we can choose, and I'm just going to step into the ocean a bit here and just get my feet on these beautiful rocks, but I'm just going to go forward and get into the ocean and just stand in it and let this water rush over me. And as I say, it's the change that comes for those seasons and those times. And it's uncertain times for us at the moment. We just need to know that that's part of what this life is. There's sometimes there are things that are unsure, but the thing that we do always know is that innate knowing within ourselves. That's the knowing within ourselves that everything's going to be okay. We know that. We know that the beautiful shift is coming for this planet. We know that. Those of you that are online with me here who watch this later will know that beautiful, beautiful things are coming. And sometimes we wonder when they're coming and how they're going to come. But just know that they are coming. We know that the light is at the end of the tunnel. We know it's there. It's just a beautifulness that we know is coming. And just stick to those innate knowings within your heart and your soul and that gut feeling of yours, your sixth sense. Just trust that just know that those beautiful things are coming for us personally, because we need to look inside ourselves and grow ourselves personally. And as we come to love ourselves and know that I am love, and I'm getting to that myself. This 2021 has been an awesome year for me. I've had some lessons that have been hard ones, difficult ones, but it's bringing me to innate knowing within myself. I am love. I know that within myself. I am love. And as I know that within myself, and I become that for myself, and I become love myself, things will open up for me. And beautiful things will start to happen for me. And as that happens for me and I radiate that love out to the world, I will change the consciousness of the world. As I change my own consciousness and step within myself and love myself and know that I am love, that I am divine. And as I do that, I then send and radiate that love out to everybody else, all of you, and send that love out to you. I did a healing with someone in America yesterday, and that's quite a long way away. And it's amazing how we just connected. I've known her for quite some time, done a lot of healing for her and her family, and we had an amazing healing for her. Just after healing, she was just smiling and so happy. And I know that as I innately love myself, go within and love myself, I know that I'm able to help others and love them and show their love, the love within them, and bring that out in them. That is part of my path. And as we were chatting, I just recently had some ceremonies with some beautiful, beautiful friends of mine. And I've known for a very long time that I would help the Native Americans get their land back. And the Hopi prophecy has spoken about that, and there's been a change where we've had two paths that we could have gone, and one on the rock near Sedona, about an hour from Sedona, is a rock that the Hopi Native Americans have that shows that prophecy. And there are two options where we can keep going in the same darkness and the same patterns over and over, or we can go in the other line that goes right around the rock and shows where we get to move away from the darkness and move into a light. And that has happened. The Hopi Native Americans have known that they've sent out the message that we've chosen the light and we're heading to the light. And there's a Maori lady here, a friend of mine, who was given a key by the Hopi Native Americans, 2010. Grandmothers came from all over the world, and they came in peace to New Zealand to look at one of the holy sites of the Maori people here, which is also known as the Stairway to Heaven. And this friend of mine is a gatekeeper for that. And she was given this key by a Hopi Native American in 2010. And she said, you will know when the time is right to place this key. When the time is right, when humanity has chosen the path of light, you will be able to place this key, and you will know where it needs to be placed, and things will change and will move forward. And on the 26th of January this year, I was blessed to go along with this Maori friend of mine and another friend of mine, and the three of us held ceremony here in Auckland, and that key was brought out, and the key was given to me. And I was told by Pua, you will know where to place this key. And I took this key and I knew exactly where to place it. There was a rock that we'd seen earlier. And I walked straight up to this rock, which looks like a petrified rock, but it actually just looks like it's all breaking up, much like these stones in that around me here. Quite similar to this, and all just blocks and forms of what I have around here. And that's what brought me to here specifically to do this live ceremony, because it reminded me of that rock. And we did our ceremony, and I walked with that key straight up to that rock, and I knew exactly where to put it. And I put it down on a ledge, and it sat there and it fell off. And I turned it and it fell off. And I turned it and it fell off. And about the fourth or the fifth time I turned it, it sat on that rock. It could only sit one way. And although she was the holder of the key, I was the person in the male energy that knew where to place that key, and I placed it on that rock, and only I knew where to place it. And I had to turn it until it sat. It would only sit one way. And as we'd done that ceremony, we then looked, and the clouds moved away, and the sun came out, and it shone on the key that was an 8-pointed star. And it shone on there, and it showed some steps. And Kuai said, as the sun shone on it, it showed the steps on the sand. There's the stairway to heaven. And I was the person that's been chosen on this entire planet, 7 billion people, to place that key. And the Hopi Native American prophecy I've helped to place that key and unlock the spiritualness that needs to happen on a fifth dimensional spiritual level. I've placed that key with the help of those people, Kuwai and Bolyana, three amazing souls of us that were there to do that ceremony and create that change. And the Hopi Native American key has been placed and the doorway has opened. And the fifth dimensional energy has now shifted and changed. We're in a fifth dimension. We are now getting to where we can create these changes on this planet and nothing can stop it. We're heading towards it. And I've had that innate knowing within me for a very long time that I would change things for the Native Americans. And I placed the key for the Hopi Native Americans in America. I placed that key, me, little old me from South Africa, here in New Zealand. I placed that key exactly where it needed to be. I innately knew that that something like that would happen. I innately knew it. I didn't know what it was. And I innately knew within myself that I was the only person that innately inside myself knew where to place that key and how to place it. I'm the only person on this planet that could have done that. And every single one of us within ourselves has that innate knowledge within us. We just need to remember it. Each and every single one of us has our part to play in this spiritual development and this growth that's happening now. It's just such an amazing, amazing, amazing time. And to think that I was the person to place the key is just so unbelievably amazing for me. But I knew that innately within myself. I knew, and I've told many of my friends and many of you that will be on here, that I will help the Native Americans get the land back. And I've just started that process. I started that process on the 26th of January with those friends of mine. And we're all part of this puzzle. Each and every one is a piece in that puzzle. Every single one of us has our part to play. As I've played mine, you need to play yours. And we need to go within ourselves and that innate knowing within ourselves. There are many things that we know, each and every single one of us. We need to just completely trust it and go to the other side of ourselves, and not the side that has all the doubt and the fears and the anxiety. To go within our spiritual selves and go to that innate knowing within ourselves and know that we are the ones that will make the change and the shift consciously in a fifth dimensional sense. We will create the shift that's needed for this world. So my message for you today, I innately knew that I had stuff to do, and I innately know that I have stuff to do and that I will do it. And each and every single one of you has that knowledge within you, that knowing, that knowingness as I have it within me. Go within, go to that innate knowing within yourself and just trust it and allow the process to unfold and allow everything to come to place. Don't have any fear and anxiety. Just know you're a beautiful, perfect human being on this planet to do exactly what you need to do. And nobody can do what I need to do, and nobody can do what you need to do. Each and every one of us has our part to play in this beautiful, beautiful process. So just go within and know what is within you and trust it and allow the process to unfold. So there are beautiful, beautiful things coming to us all on this planet. Things are coming and changing. The light is coming. It's just awesome. We are so So I just wanted to give you that message to know that you are special, you are loved, you are beautiful, and you know that innately within yourself. Trust it, follow it, and allow the process to unfold. We are all so blessed to be here in this time. It's just amazing. We are so, so blessed. So love and light to every single one of you. Blessings to each and every single one of you. Love and light.